Okay, we're at Heartland Bike Park, and we are going to make an effort to try and descend Huge Ribbon. The first part is a punchy climb. All right, now that that's out of the way, it's I call it a one-way black diamond trail. It's an all mountain trail for sure, with both ups and downs, rock rolls, rock climbs. I actually saw someone a couple weeks ago climbing it on an e-bike, so good for him. I don't know how far he got because I passed him, but so, and on this trail, it accesses a couple other trails. It actually starts at the top of Breathless. A bit of a down. And you can access Pry Bar and Grinder from it. So we've got a punchy climb right here, so let's concentrate. Far so good. Punchy climb number 2. And then we have to go up and into a rock garden. Okay. See that? So a little bit of flatland, a little bit of reprieve. So there's a couple parts of this trail that typically give me problems. The first one is coming up. It's a rooty climb up a chute. Then you transition and you got to go up a short but rather steep rock face, and there's jeopardy if you fall to the right. So you sort of got to try and cancel that from your mind and just go for it. That's coming up in a minute. Get my breath. Okay, when we turn left, we'll have the Rocky and Rooty climb tour in front of us. You sort of just got to hit it. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, attempt number 2. Okay, good on that part. Nice. better than before. So unfortunately I didn't make it through the dirt chute on the first try, but the second I did. A little bit of a reprieve. And so those that are interested, the access grinder right here on my left. I've only ever hiked it. I've never ridden it because it's got gap jumps and stuff, and that's not anything that I'm necessarily interested in, or definitely not any good at. So I leave that to the young at heart and the older that are skilled. I'm more of a grindy climber kind of guy. And then coming up on our right is the entrance to Pry Bar. Now, I'm assuming that it's still rideable. I've only ever done it a couple times, but the CRD did come in and decommissioned it. The person that did it wonderfully. They did a bunch of signs and a bench and stuff like that. So on this part of Huge Ribbon, I take the alternate route. If you stay straight, you go up onto a lookout area where there's rock walls and stuff like that. But since I've been doing the alternate route, I quite like it. There's a couple rock rolls, and then you intersect back with the main trail. At one point I'll have to go back and stay on the main route and give it another go. I traded a number of times a couple of years ago, and I didn't fare very well, so I sort of got in my head. And so you got to know your skill set, and mine is not really super steep stuff. But having said that, it's dumb because I do things that are steep, but I'm so used to doing them that it's not really that big of an issue. So we're back on the main trail again. And we're into a bit of an open area, which is a lookout down towards Victoria. So there's a couple different routes to get down to an area that I'm going. One way is very loose to control your speed, and then you got to punch up into a rock garden. Very good. I didn't make that the other day. Keep the concentration. Big crow. Hello. Rock crawl. Continue. Goes into a rock garden. Little descent on a rock face. It was actually kind of funny because I rode this the other day and I was actually recording it, and I ran into a couple people that are Instagram people for mountain biking, that oddly enough I follow, because my wife bought a bike from the girl that's the rider, and there's a guy, her boyfriend or husband, and it was funny because they're out of pretty much Whistler, and they were over here doing some filming. I haven't really seen too much on Instagram of them doing anything, but it was just funny out of the blue. You see these people that you've never, well, I met them once when I picked up the bike, but I've seen them on Instagram lots of times. Both very good riders. In fact, this is where I saw him. His name was Ollie. I think Ollie Jones. I'm not sure though. And hers is Haley Elise. And Huge Ribbon is actually quite a long trail. We're getting closer and closer to the end, but there's still a bit to go. Gotta climb up this rock face. Oh, good work. And we go into a clearing again, where there's a lookout. And then we do a left-hand turn here. If you go right, it intersects into Legend and Rampart. But we're going down Huge Ribbon the entire way, so we'll stay on that. And then on our right, coming up, is where Legend pops out, and that's where Legend ends and intersects with the Huge Ribbon. Then we have a couple rock descents. This is one. This one's not very steep. And then we have the longer rock roll coming up. But in the dry, it's easy to control your speed and stuff. In the wet, it can become a little bit like a skating rink, but today it should be good. I just go nice and slow. Now we're into it. Control with front brake. Very nice. And a right-hand turn. There's an alternate. If you go left, you can go a bit of a climb, and then you have a longer downhill chute down near the bottom. But I'm going to just stay on the original trail for now and not do the bypass. Lots of loose branches. No one really maintains out here and stuff like that on these trails anyhow, because this is considered outside the bike park, even though it's on trail forks. You probably get some kids trying to maintain it, but now we're doing the second part of the downhill, which is pretty much just a straight shoot. Over a log. That branch wasn't there before. We're very close to the bottom now. Maintain concentration though. Up a rock. Maybe intersect and to ramp up, and then just for a few feet, and then back onto huge ribbon. And then we are very quickly approaching the end. Watch the eyes with the branches. And that's it. That's huge ribbon.